Hello to all tech geeks and science enthusiasts. Welcome to the Science News Monthly Highlights. Let's dive into May 2024's top breakthroughs. Starting with Neuroscience. Researchers from Harvard and Google have achieved an incredible feat. They have created the largest ever 3D reconstruction of a human brain fragment, mapping more than 57,000 cells, 230 millimeters of blood vessels, and 150 million synapses in a cubic millimeter of cerebral cortex. This project, published in Science, used advanced electron microscopy and AI to produce 1.5 terabytes of data. This milestone in connectomics, aiming to map neural connections at nanoscale resolution, reveals new details about brain structure and abnormalities. The dataset and tools are publicly available for further research. And that's not all. Over at MIT, engineers have developed a revolutionary technique called BLUSH, which stands for Bioluminescence Imagining Using Hemodynamics. By engineering the blood vessels of the brain to express a protein that causes them to dilate in the presence of light, they can observe this dilation with MRI. This technique allows researchers to pinpoint the source of light, enabling exploration of the inner workings of the brain in greater detail than before. BLUSH can be used to map changes in the gene expression, anatomical connections between cells, and their communication. The researchers plan to further develop the technique for use in mice and other animal models. Furthermore, a new study by UK researchers at Imperial College London challenges the idea that sleep aids in brain toxin clearance. Using fluorescent dye in mice, they found that toxin clearance was reduced by 30% during sleep and 50% under anesthesia compared to wakefulness. This contradicts the previous belief that sleep facilitates toxin removal via glymphatic system. The findings published in Nature Neuroscience suggest that toxin clearance is more efficient when awake and active, so walk more. Meanwhile, Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain implant company, reported to face challenges as the first patient's electrode threads are functioning only 50% of the time due to shifting positions. Despite this setback, in May, the FDA approved a second human clinical trial. Neuralink plans to implant longer threads in the next trial to address the issue of threads coming loose. The company aims to have 10 patients implanted for now and seeks approval from Canadian and British regulators. Next up, let's delve into exciting world of robotics. Scientists at Delft University of Technology have crafted a drone that flies autonomously using neuromorphic image processing and control inspired by animal brains. This approach, utilizing spiking neural networks and neuromorphic processors, allows the drone to process data up to 64 times faster and consume 3 times less energy than conventional GPUs. By leveraging neuromorphic cameras, the drone can perceive motion quickly and efficiently in various lighting conditions. The drone's neuromorphic vision and control enable it to fly in all directions at different speeds, even in challenging environments. This breakthrough could revolutionize various industries, from agriculture to warehouse management and exploration. Meanwhile, engineers at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology have developed a new electronic compound eye design inspired by insect vision, aiming to provide robots with efficient and inexpensive visual capabilities. Unlike traditional camera-based robot eyes, this compound eye design features a plastic hemisphere with pinholes covered by perovskite nanowaves, directing light into individual light sensors. These sensors are connected to a central processor, stitching together images as an insect's brain does. The resulting design offers a wide field of view of 140 degrees and can be paired with another eye for an extended field of 220 degrees. Tested on a flying drone, the compound eye successfully tracked the movements of a walking robot, suggesting potential applications in swarm robotics and autonomous vehicles. 4. Roboticists at MIT have developed a system called Super Limbs, consisting of wearable robotic limbs to aid astronauts in recovering from falls on the lunar surface. These robotic limbs extend from a backpack which also carries the astronaut's life support systems, controller, and motors. A physical prototype and control system have been built based on astronaut feedback. Tests on healthy subjects wearing a garment resembling a spacesuit showed that super limbs assisted in standing up with less effort. This technology aims to conserve astronauts' energy during extended missions, such as NASA's Artemis mission to build a permanent moon base. Now, let's turn our gaze towards the cosmos. In May 2024, NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory observed intense solar activity, including solar flares and coronal mass ejections. This led to the strongest solar storm in 2 decades, generating brilliant auroras visible at unusually low latitude. The event, reaching a G5 rating on the geomagnetic storm scale, is being studied for its impact on Earth's upper atmosphere. Future missions like NASA's Geospace Dynamics Constellation and Dynamical Neutral Atmosphere-Ionosphere Coupling will provide vital data for understanding and predicting space weather, essential for upcoming space missions. In space exploration news, MIT astronomers have made groundbreaking observations of the starlight surrounding ancient quasars, shedding a light on how the earliest supermassive black holes evolved. Quasars, powered by insatiable black holes, outshine their host galaxies. However, the team managed to capture the much fainter light from stars in the galaxies hosting 3 ancient quasars. Their analysis revealed that the central black holes in these quasars were disproportionately massive compared to the host galaxies, suggesting they grew faster. These findings, published in the Astrophysical Journal, imply that the earliest black holes might have originated from more massive seeds than modern ones. Meanwhile, NASA's latest visualization offers a glimpse into falling into a black hole, revealing the event horizon's mesmerizing features and the phenomenon of spaghettification. Created using the Discover supercomputer, the project provides a detailed view of a supermassive black hole similar to the one at the center of our Milky Way galaxy. The simulation showcases the event horizon, accretion disk, photon rings, and the starry sky backdrop as seen from Earth, offering a captivating journey through the cosmos. In other news, on May 19, 2024, Blue Origin's NS-25 mission marked the first crewed flight of the New Shepard spacecraft in nearly 2 years. This flight follows a prolonged hiatus in New Shepard's flights, which are part of Blue Origin's initiatives for space tourism revenue. Founded by Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin aims to make space accessible. Elon Musk's SpaceX has introduced new extravehicular activity spacesuits designed for spacewalks, set to debut on the Polaris Dawn mission. These suits feature improved joint design and thermal management, along with an upgraded helmet equipped with a camera and heads-up display. The upcoming mission aims to test the suits during a spacewalk, which will be conducted after depressurizing the Crew Dragon capsule. Additionally, the mission will involve raising the spacecraft to a record altitude of 1,400 kilometers to study increased radiation levels, followed by experiments and tests of communication through SpaceX Starlink constellation. Now, let's zoom into the realm of nanotechnology. First of all, researchers at the Chicago Pritzker School of Molecular Engineering have developed a new technique for single molecule imaging called thread fluor labeling. This method creates a diverse color palette using only 3 chemical building blocks, allowing for the engineering of dozens of tags that emit different colors of light. By leveraging first resonance energy transfer, these tags exhibit unique properties that enable rapid identification at ultra-low concentrations. This innovation offers a simple and fast way to visualize multiple biomolecules simultaneously, providing valuable insights into cellular processes and disease mechanism. Ultimately, the researchers aim to replace traditional fluorophore tags with thread fluors, thereby advancing fluorescence microscopy and biomedical research. But the wonders of nanotechnology don't end there. Scientists at the University of Twente have delved into the behavior of micro and nanobubbles during the water electrolysis, a key process for green hydrogen production. These tiny bubbles hinder the efficiency of the reaction by blocking electrode surfaces. By developing a theory that predicts the electrical current density needed for nanobubbles to detach from electrodes, the team aims to improve hydrogen production efficiency. This understanding could also benefit other systems involving gas bubble formation, like catalysis. Moreover, researchers at ETH Zurich have developed a protein gel that breaks down alcohol in the gastrointestinal tract, potentially preventing intoxication and harmful health effects. Using whey proteins, iron atoms, glucose, and gold nanoparticles, the gel triggers a cascade of enzymatic reactions to detoxify alcohol. In tests on mice, the gel reduced alcohol levels by up to 56% and mitigated liver damage, suggesting its potential as a preventive measure against alcohol-related harm. Moving on to biometrics. The EDAP Research Institute Biometrics developed a novel method for generating synthetic face datasets to improve privacy, data diversity, and model performance in face recognition. Their paper introduces the Langevin algorithm inspired by Brownian motion to distribute identities in latent space effectively. This approach ensures diverse and realistic image generation while maintaining high image quality. Two additional algorithms, dispersion and DISCO, further enhance intra-class variations by sampling around reference vectors and adjusting for covariates like pose and lighting. Benchmarks show that dataset generated using this method outperform GAN-based datasets that are competitive with diffusion-based datasets, addressing privacy issues and improving computational efficiency. Meanwhile, in Germany, researchers have created the first large-scale synthetic child face database, HDA Syn Child Faces, to improve child face recognition while addressing bias and privacy concerns. This novel pipeline combines GAN with face age progression models to generate images of the same subjects at various child ages and as adults. The synthetic dataset aims to enhance the development of automated systems for identifying children, such as recognizing victims in child sexual abuse material, CSAM, and growing issue with over 70 million CSAM images and videos seized in 2019. The database, designed for unbiased and controlled generation, will be available for researchers to evaluate and train child face recognition algorithms. The full study is available in Frontiers in Signal Processing. Imagine controlling apps with just your facial expressions. Google's Project GameFace is making a reality, offering hands-free gaming and digital interaction for individuals with disabilities. Using a device camera and media pipe's face landmarks detection API, it converts facial gestures into cursor movements, aiding individuals with disabilities by providing a low-cost digital interaction tool. The latest update recognizes 52 facial gestures with customizable sensitivity. Google is collaborating with Inclusa to extend its use beyond gaming. In other biometric news, passkeys continue to march the main street with Visa WhatsApp updates. Visa's new payment passkey service allows online payments using biometric scans on devices, enhancing security and convenience. Built on Visa's FIDO server, it integrates easily with merchants' checkout processes. In May, WhatsApp expanded passkey availability to all iOS users, allowing authentication via facial recognition, biometrics, or a PIN stored in Apple's passkey manager. Now, let's turn our attention to green technology. The University of Cambridge researchers have developed a method to produce low-emission concrete using electric arc furnaces for steel recycling. This process recycles used cement, reducing CO2 emissions from both steel and concrete production without increasing cost. The method could produce up to 1 billion tons of recycled cement annually by 2050, potentially achieving zero emissions if powered by renewable energy. This innovation offers a scalable, cost-effective solution to one of the world's biggest decarbonization challenges. Meanwhile, in Switzerland, scientists have developed a solar thermal trapping device that can reach temperatures over 1000 Celsius, which could potentially replace fossil fuels in carbon-intensive industries such as steel and cement production. The device uses synthetic quartz to trap solar energy efficiently, achieving high temperatures through a phenomenon called the thermal trap effect. This method significantly improves the efficiency of solar receivers, which are used to concentrate solar energy using sun tracking mirrors. By optimizing this technology, the researchers hope to provide a clean energy alternative for industries that currently rely heavily on fossil fuels. On top of that, researchers have developed a groundbreaking method for doping organic semiconductors, which are crucial components in various electronic devices. Traditionally, dopants are added to the enhanced conductivity, but they often pose challenges due to their reactivity, costs, and manufacturing complexity. In this new method, oxygen from the air serves as the primary dopant, and the doping process is activated by light. By simply dipping the conductive plastic into a salt solution and exposing it to light, the material becomes doped, leaving behind a p-doped conductive plastic. This innovative approach, performed at room temperatures, promises to pave the way for cheap and sustainable organic semiconductors with diverse applications in electronics. Finally, let's explore the world of genetics. The recent study published in Nature Genetics introduces a novel modular epigenome editing platform that enables scientists to precisely program epigenetic modifications at any genomic location. This system allows researchers to investigate the impact of individual chromatin modifications on gene transcription, shedding light on the complex regulation of biological processes such as development, environmental responses, and disease. The innovative approach holds promise for understanding the role of chromatin modifications in various contexts and may offer new insights for therapeutic interventions in disease setting. Moreover, the genomes of 4 filamental star algae from the genus Zygnema have been sequenced for the first time by an international team of researchers. These algae are closely related to land plants and exhibit diverse body types, ranging from single-cell to complex filaments. The study, published in Nature Genetics, involved advanced sequencing techniques to generate complete genomes at the chromosome level. Comparison of these genomes with those of other plants and algae reveals specific overabundances of signaling genes and environmental response factors, shedding light on the origin of plants and their evolutionary adaptation to terrestrial environments. And speaking of shaping the future, scientists have developed a groundbreaking approach to creating programmable living materials by marrying synthetic biology with 3D printing technology. By embedding genetically modified plant cells into an inanimate matrix, they have produced solid engineered living materials, ELMs, capable of growth, repair, and environmental responsiveness. In a proof-of-concept study, tobacco plant cells were genetically modified to produce green fluorescent proteins or betalains, natural pigments. These modified cells were then 3D printed into complex, spatially controlled structures, demonstrating the potential of EPLMs in biomanufacturing, sustainable construction, and other applications. So, as we reflect on the incredible discoveries and innovations of May 2024, we're reminded of the boundless potential of science to transform our world, from unraveling the mysteries of the brain to harnessing the power of the sun. Each breakthrough brings us one step closer to a brighter future. Join us next month as we continue our journey through the marvels of science.